what's non-disturbance agreement? Let me give you a scenario. A tenant says to you, you send an email and you say, we have this location, here's the video and all this, and they reply back, and sometimes they call you. They call you and they say, if we sign a lease for 10 years, can you give us a non-disturbance agreement? What does that mean? What do you think? That means if we're paying you the rent and you probably owe some money to the bank, can you get the bank to sign that if you don't pay them, they will not disturb us? Because they're going to foreclose on you. We don't want them to kick us out. So people panic. They tell me, oh my God, Sharif, are we going to be able to do it? It's the easiest thing. They send you a one form that says, if tenant is in full compliance with the existing lease that we're going to sign to acquire this location for 10, 15 years, we're going to spend some tenant improvement, etc. With the lender assigned right here that if the owner of the building / landlord defaults, the lender will not kick us out, so long as we're in full compliance and the agreement is on good term. Good term, it means everything is in compliance. That's the easiest form you can get the bank to sign. You can go over to the bank and say, would you sign this? What's the bank gonna say? Absolutely. You mean to tell me, I'll give you a loan, and this great tenant with the corporate guarantee is gonna be in, and they're gonna pay you so you can pay us the rent. If you don't pay us, they're asking that we don't kick us. Of course we don't kick them out. We'll kick you out and then take it and go put it for sale, and we'll sell it even at a higher price. Get all our money with late fees and penalties and all the good stuff. So don't worry about it. If there is a non-disturbance agreement, the tenant is saying, I'm gonna pay you, I don't know if you're gonna pay the bank. Now, as business have evolved, you can see my old videos and versus now, the non-disturbance agreement is become a little bit irrelevant, because now the banks, when they give you a loan, when they say, okay, Fabian, we're gonna give you the loan, they say, we want you to assign the lease to the bank. So they send the tenant a letter that says, this lease is assigned to the bank. So the payment will come directly to the bank in the name of Fabian Baez and or Bank of America. So they get the lease payment, they put it in your bank account, they take their payment, the rest sits with you. Oh, somehow you don't pay them, you owe them some money, you didn't comply with this and this, they take the payment, they actually put it in their bank account, it doesn't go into yours. So, but it is important to understand, in case a tenant asks you, can I have a non-disturbance agreement? Yes, it's not a problem.
Get a better interest rate? Get a better interest rate?
Yeah, get better interest rate when you assign the lease to the bank. Banks, in commercial lending, banking is based on a relationship. It's all negotiable. Actually, you can negotiate a lot with banks right now. There are some things you can negotiate, some things you can't negotiate. There's a whole science and art in negotiating with banks today. Because some things are the underwriter will need, no matter what. Some other things they'll be flexible about. I'll give you a couple good points here. Prepayment penalty. They're gonna give you the loan, 20 years, due in 5. You understand what's 20 due in 5? It's a 20-year amortization. But every 5 years they want to take a look to adjust the interest rates, etc. And they say, prepayment penalty, 2%, 2%, 2%, 1%, 1%. You're with me on this? You can negotiate that. So, okay, I'll give you 2% year 1, 1% year 2, but you need to waive it for year 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll give you 2, 1, and 1. Okay, good. That's better than 2, 2, 2, and 1, 1. You see my point? So you can negotiate the prepayment penalties, the penalty for refinancing, whatever. Sometimes I got the building with the prepayment penalty, and I got a great offer to sell it. I need to sell it. Am I gonna have to pay them prepayment penalty? I had a deal where the prepayment penalty was $42,000 on a deal. It's 2%, interest was 6% because they said we were doing a lot of construction, whatever. But we got a deal to sell it, so I told them, can you waive the prepayment penalty? No, we can't waive it, you signed on this. What if I get a loan back from you within 6 months? Okay, then we will charge you, but credit you back within 6 months. You see how they did it? Just a conversation. Well, can you do that? Save me $42,000. Can you talk for $42,000? What can you do with $42,000? What can you do for 42? You can buy a property in Ohio for $42,000. Right? Like this guy came out on TikTok. He said, I got 2 kids, here's how to do it. I open for them custodial IRAs, put $6,000 each. I put them as employees to clean their rooms, to do this. $6,000 each, that's $12,000. And every month I'll put $500 for their work. And then when they are 6 years old, and they're twin brothers, and by the time they're gonna be 18, it's gonna be a killing. They're gonna have a lot of money. So I replied, I said, better yet, take the 12, buy a small house in the Midwest, get a loan, and that $500 for each kid, pay down the debt, have the renter pay down the debt. 18 years later, it's gonna be worth a lot more. And then a lot of like on mine. He probably doesn't like me because but my intention is, listen, something better for your kids. Some people have an ego that can blind their decision, but it's like, what the heck? He probably been listening to Susie Orman or this other guy. What's the other guy? Something Ramsey? Dave Ramsey, yeah. Take your credit cards and cut them. What? My first deal was on credit cards. I got cash advance, went and got what's called the NINA loan. This is 1989 now. NINA loan, no income, no asset verification. When the bank told me, we can give you a NINA. I said, Nina? I'm single. Where is she? And they said, nah, it's a NINA loan, no income, no asset verification. Oh, you don't need to see my income? Yeah. I went and got cash advance, put it as a down payment, got an incredible loan. And this guy said, tear your credit cards. Well, if you don't know what to do with the debt, don't touch that. Because there's nothing that can ruin you faster than liquor and leverage. Liquor and leverage. Be careful of both. I don't drink, and I use my leverage very, very, very carefully.